Let's do this. We're going to start with Captain Morgan's. And begin. You can just stay in place. Eventually, we'll get to adding a weight here. I figured it's rainy. It's cold. Thank goodness for days like yesterday, huh? And I want you to think about lifting through the foot. And grab your kettlebell or your weight for a goblet squat. So feet are at least shoulder width apart. Squatting down. If you can, get the elbows on the insides of the knees. Push the knees out. Lift and lengthen your torso. Exhale, come up to standing. Give me a little pause down here. Thanks for joining me this morning. It's funny to see your little heads just pop up and down. And set the kettlebell down. We have inchworms. You can just inchworm out and then inchworm back up. Going out as far as you can without breaking the core. And reverse lunge reach, just staying in place. I do want you to alternate sides. Right leg, reverse lunge, reaching up and over to that left side. Back knee goes down. Squeeze that back glute, opening up that front hip. Five seconds. And teeter-totters. Let's stay on one side. Let's go left side down first. So if you can, try not to let that right foot touch the ground. If you can, keep hands up overhead. Arms maybe in line with the ears. Think about energy through that right heel. Lifting through the right hamstring. And our crocodile breathing. So go ahead and lie down on the ground. Forehead can be on the back of the hands. And I want you to think about literally filling up that belly. Letting the ribs expand. Breathing even into the back side of the body. Think about puffing up the kidneys. And fun time is over. Captain Morgan's. And just staying in place. Rotating towards the front bent knee side. Think about the standing leg. Think about dorsiflexing the foot or bringing the toes in the direction of the nose. And goblet squats. Grab your bell. And again, I do want you to pause at the bottom here. Inhale as you lower down. If you can't go this low, don't. Pry open those knees. Exhale to stand. Inhaling as you lower. Take a moment. Push the knees out. Lift and lengthen that torso. Knees going out in the direction of your toes. On the way down and on the way up. And inchworms. Going out as low as you can. Coming up to standing in between. Now we say go on out as far as you can until that shirt starts to shake. 10 seconds. Reverse lunge, reach. So again, when left leg goes back, bring that back knee down. Squeeze that left glute, reaching up and over to the opposite side. Or you're reaching up and over whatever leg is in front. If you squeeze that glute, that back glute, you'll get a little bit more opening in the front of that hip flexor. And teeter-totters. Whatever side you didn't do last time, or it's right side for me. If any of you are having any shoulder issues today and it hurts to bring the arms up overhead, you can always leave the hands right here at the sternum. You can leave the hands on the hips. You can leave them on your low back. Energy through that swinging leg. And our crocodile breathing. Take a moment and fill up that body, folks. Placing the head on the back of the hands. See what you can relax while allowing that belly, the ribs, the chest, everything to expand. Yeah. How many of you did a push-up to get up there? Or did you just come up and stand? All right, next 6 we have our bird dog. Which if some of you have had semis, you may have done this before. You're gonna come down. I'm gonna explain all 6 of these first before beginning. Or starting the timer. Bird dog, we start in a 6-point stance, 2 hands, 2 knees, 2 feet. You're going to bring opposite limbs in opposite directions. And then you'll bring palm to touch the knee, opposites. Forearm to touch the knee, opposites. Elbow to touch the knee, opposites. And we do small, like tennis ball size circles in each direction. Like 3 of them. Your next one is a high plank row hold. You're going to come to a 4-point stance. Eventually, we're going to have our kettlebell or a small dumbbell or weight right here, and we're just going to hold here for 30 seconds. This is what's going to want to happen, the lifted side of the hand. That hip's going to want to rotate, and you want to try and level off those hips. Tornadoes. Taking a seat, and eventually we will get our kettlebell here or a dumbbell. Take our feet off the ground eventually. Not yet, it's week 1. And rotate, rotate. There is a small set point here. Really thinking about those obliques, firing. Next, we're going to do push-ups with one hand on your bell. So you will lie the bell on its side, or if you have a dumbbell, that's fine too. One hand will be on the bell, one hand will be on the ground. You will give me a push-up, and you will side shuffle. Push-up, side shuffle. Next, we're going to have bridges. We're going to start with bilateral bridges, or both feet down. Kettlebell will be held above the chest, grabbing it by the base of the horns, and you will raise and lower your hips. Oh, and last one is pullovers. You're going to stay in that same position. Feet are going to be rooted into the ground. I want you to try and root your low back to the ground. Kettlebell will come up over the head. Exhale to over the chest. Please make sure you hold on to your weight. Okay. All right, good? Awesome, ladies. Again, 30 seconds, so we're starting with bird dog. Coming down to your 6-plank stance. Here you go. So we can reach right hand and left heel in opposite directions, palm to knee touch. Opposite, forearm to knee touch, reach opposites, elbow to knee touch, reach opposites, and circle the hand and the leg, and 3 small circles each direction. And then repeat, stay on that same side. Palm to knee, forearm to knee, reaching opposites in between, elbow to knee, reach opposites. So think about extension through the head. Man, 30 seconds is fast. High plank row hold. So we're gonna do left hand hold, or raised, while right hand is down. So you're just holding in a high plank with that left hand right here by the hip or the lower abdominals. Quads are engaged, glutes are on. Try not to let the left side of your body rotate open. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. Eyes should be looking down at that right hand or slightly in front of you. Tornadoes. So, finding a seat, I do at least want the heels on the ground. I want you to push your heels into the ground so you can use those hamstrings. And eventually we will get a weight and rotation to the other side. So you're maybe about halfway down with the upper back. Again, keep trying to pull those heels into the ground so we're not just engaging our hip flexors. There is a small pause at each end. Push-ups, find your dumbbell or your kettlebell. Light on the side. One hand is on the bell, one hand is on the ground. And inhale as you lower, exhale as you extend. Side shuffle over. So, long spine, folks. Energy up the heels, up the top of the head. And on your back for bridges. Bell, if you choose to hold it, is up over the chest. Again, grabbing by the base of the horns. And raise and lower those hips. Bring the hips down just enough to allow the fabric to touch the ground and then back up. Try to make your shoulder blades press into the ground. Triceps are hugging towards the lats and the ribs. 5 seconds. And stay here. We just turned this into a pullover. So the kettlebell or your weight will go up over the head. There is a slight bend in the elbows. Exhale as you bring it back. Try to eliminate that space below the low back. So low back is pushing into the floor. set the bell down. Flip on over for your bird dog, 6-point stance. 2 hands, 2 knees, 2 feet. And whatever side you didn't move last time, or for me, it's left hand, right heel. Reach opposite directions, palm to knee touch. Reach opposite directions, forearm to knee touch. Reach opposite, elbow to knee touch, reach opposite. 3 small circles of the hand and the foot in both directions. And then repeat, palm to knee, opposite. Energy through the fingertips, through the heel. I don't want a whole lot of flexion in the spine there. High plank row hold. Now, right hand is up. So bring that right hand right by the obliques or by that right hip. Try not to let the right side open up. You want to try and square up those hips. Shoulders away from the ears. Eventually, we'll get a weight in the hand that's lifted. Breathing and shaking is definitely okay. And tornadoes, take a seat. And again, push those heels or pull those heels into the ground. Go ahead and shift back and rotate. Pause for just a moment. You want to challenge yourself a little more, lean back. I should say shift your weight back. Trying to glue those abdominals together, pulling that belly button to the spine, less than 5 seconds. And push-ups. Again, line your kettlebell on its side. One hand on the bell, one hand on the ground. Depth is not important. What is hopefully a straight line from the head to the heels. Or as Augie would say, no chicken necks. Think about lifting through the abdominals to help the chest and shoulders. And on your back for bridges. Kettlebell is held securely over the chest, raising and lowering the hips. And I want all parts of the feet pushing into the ground. So I want your heels, the big toe mound, all the toes, the ball of the foot, the pinky toe side, everything. I want your feet gripping the floor. Drop the shoulders. And just stay here for pullovers. Again, trying to get that low back towards the ground. And arms slightly, we'll have a slight bend. So kettlebell goes up above the head, behind the head, and then back over the chest. Inhale, exhale as you pull over. These are not fast, folks. Think about having a block or a Pilates ball in between the thighs. A little bit more lower body stability. All right. We'll grab a quick water break. Reset our timer. All right, we only have 4 things that we're doing next. Is our little bounce. So we've done this in one of our kettlebell classes. We're gonna add a bell maybe next week. But we're just here, just quick little hops. And then I'm gonna say, turn, and you're gonna give me like a base rotation. And I'll say, turn, and you'll go the other way. I want you to try and think about shoulders staying square while the hips are doing the rotation. Next, And Margaret or Nikki, just be aware of your knees, which I know both of you are very conscious of that, but don't do anything that hurts. Okay, we're gonna try to stand with feet together, knees together, and we're gonna bring this kettlebell around the shins. Okay, please make sure when we're doing this that we are not rounding, that you are keeping a nice flat back, folks. Then we're gonna do our standing wraps. So, the free hand is going to be like a brick wall here, okay? I want this posterior side of the shoulder engaged your lat that is going to stop that kettlebell. This is one reason why we're doing these beforehand, okay? You'll bring it here. This is the brick wall. You're going to exchange hands. So with some there is a little bit of a shift in the upper body. Okay, those are our standing wraps, and then we're going to do two-handed swings for 30 seconds. So our quick little bounce with a rotate or a turn, our small squat, standing wraps, and kettlebell swings. Those 4. Good? Who's sitting down over there? Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, hopefully anything you had for breakfast isn't coming up. Here we go, folks, starting with our little bounce and begin. So just quick little bounce here and turn. Turn. Quick, quick, quick. Your feet are barely leaving the floor. Turn. 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 All right. Grab your kettlebell, and this is our small squat with our feet together. If you don't like feet together, don't. Take your time. Handing off from one hand to the other. Especially if you're barefoot. Take your time. And let's switch direction, switch the little circle direction. You might start to feel the quads a little bit. See if you can shift your weight back into the heels so we load the posterior side of the leg. All right, our standing wraps. So feet are at least probably shoulder width apart. Start here. And bring it around the body. Switch hands. Catch it. Remember, that free hand is like a brick wall. Ladies, looking good from what I can see. Make sure the kettlebell is outside your face. And kettlebell swings. You're going to set the bell down. These are two-handed. Put one foot between you and the bell. Widen your stance. Tilt the bell back, come on, and swing. Standing as tall as you can. Think about reaching that kettlebell to the wall behind you. Wrists are high in the thigh. And then we repeat. Oh, make sure your bell's out of the way or your weight. We're going to go back into our little bounce. Here we go. Bounce. Turn. These are quick, 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 quick. Turn. Turn. Shoulders stay square. Turn. Turn. Think about the upper abdominals here, folks. Turn. Turn. around the shin. Different kind of around the world. Maybe just around the body. So again, remember, trying not to round forward, that we're keeping a nice flat back. Think about the inner thighs hugging together. Grip the floor with your feet, switch directions. And our standing wraps. Here we go, ladies. And legs are solid, folks. Your feet glued to the floor. Make sure that bell is outside the face. And two-handed swings. Again, putting a foot between you and the bell. Widen your stance. And hike. Stand tall, legs lock out. And place the bell down gently. All right, folks. Quick water. Oops. We're all still upright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, okay, there we are. Because you know I'm the only one here, so if I collapse or fall down, somebody better call somebody. All right, we have 6 more exercises. Our first one is our reverse lunge. Kettlebell's gonna stay in a half rack position. So we'll clean it up. We're not going yet. I'm just going to go through all of these. And you will alternate reverse lunging. Both sides. Bell will stay on one side. Okay. Next, we're going to do a single leg RDL. Bell will stay in the same hand. We're going to try this a little time. And right leg will stay down. And just like our single leg hinge. Energy is going to be through the other hand. If you can, try not to touch down here. If you need to, it's okay. If you don't want to do single leg, don't. You'll just do 2 feet down. And you'll do your deadlift with one bell in between the feet. Next, we're going to squat. Kettlebell is going to stay in the rack position. Other hand is going to also be in the rack position. Pretending like we have 2 bells, even though we only have 1. Then we're going to go into an overhead press. Standing, inhale, exhale, press. Inhale as you lower, exhale as you press. Lunge row. You can, I don't want to say rest, but your one arm is supported on the thigh, back leg is straight, and you're gonna have a thumbless grip, unless you have a dumbbell, and we're just gonna row. Nice long spine, and oh yeah, our supine chest press. You're gonna lie on your back, legs are gonna be slightly bent. I do want your heels to be able to dig into the ground. And, chest press. one side. 30 seconds each. And then we switch to the other side. Good. Awesome. All right, these are all going to be 30 seconds again because I can't count and teach at the same time. So we're going to start with our reverse lunge. And I do want the weight in your left hand here. So go ahead and clean your bell up and begin. You will alternate sides. Back knee goes down. That back glute comes on. Try not to let the left side sink or collapse, okay? I need those right obliques to help keep that torso upright. Keep the bell in your left hand. Right leg will go down for single leg RDL. So right leg standing, bell on the left side, single leg hinge. Woo. Energy out the crown of the head, out that left heel. I want you to feel an extra little fire or burn in the outside of that right glute. Thinking about pigeon toeing the left foot. Woo. Trying not to fall over like myself. And squat. You're going to clean that bell up to the rack position. Other hand is there as well. Feet shoulder width apart. Toes turned out to your discretion. Inhale as you lower. Exhale. Going down to only as low as what's comfortable for you. Think about that right lat, even though it's not supporting the weight. How's that left shoulder? Hey, my left hand's a little sweaty. Left hand, overhead press. Here we go. 3, 2, clean it up. Inhale, exhale as you press. Inhale as you lower. I want your legs solid here. Trying to have as straight of a line as you can, up and down. And our row. Bell's going to stay in that left side. Right leg is forward. Right forearm is supported. Right thigh, thumbless grip. And row. Rowing towards the hip. Left leg is straight. Left glute is on. Left quad is on. Think about your right heel almost as if it would pull back towards the left foot. Fire up that right hamstring. And supine press on your back. Bell will be in the left hand. Heels digging into the ground. And exhale as you press. So when left arm is pressing, think about those right obliques firing. And back to the beginning. Now we are on right side. So reverse lunge. And swing clean or just clean, vertical clean the belt up. Rack position. Alternating sides to reverse lunge. So be aware of what that front knee is doing. Please make sure we don't have a valgus collapse or that it's coming in, that it's tracking toes 2 through 5. We need the external rotators to fire on the front leg side. And single leg RDL. Bell stays in the right hand, left leg stays down. Or you can choose to do 2 feet down, 2 hands on the bell. So both hamstrings are working here, folks. So not just a standing leg. Think about that swing leg or the right hamstring lifting. Last one. Squats. Whew. Should have grabbed some chalk. Kettlebell's going to stay in that right side. Left hand is also in the rack position. Inhaling as you lower down, exhale as you extend. And again, I need left obliques to fire to keep us from tilting over. Fire those babies up. Feet glued to the ground. If all you have is one heavy bell, feel free to put it in a goblet squat position. I'm fine with that. Overhead press. Right hand. Here we go. Inhale as you lower. Exhale as you press. And think about those quads. Okay, these are solid. Give yourself a solid base to press from. Nice, Lawson. If you have a really heavy weight and you needed to do a push press, I'm fine with that. Rows, left leg forward, right leg back. Bells in the right hand, thumbless grip. Left forearm supported by the left thigh. Extension up the crown of the head and row. Try and square your hips here. Elbow raising up towards the ceiling. Keep squeezing right cheek. Floor. And supine press. So on your back, heels digging into the ground. Right hand, bell. And press. I like to even have my left arm or my open, the other hand without the bell, pushing into the ground, pinky side. 10 seconds, dig those heels in, turn those hamstrings on. And think. Y'all have time? Quick water, quick. We'll check in. We're about 42 minutes in. I'm gonna go ahead and do another round each side. If you have time to join me, and if not, don't have a great day. Because it's 27 after. You may already be starting Zoom calls. See you, baby. But otherwise, we'll start with left side half rack position, reverse lunge. Here we go, ladies. And clean the bell up and begin. And again, so if the bell's in your left side, think about that right posterior side. Locking down, those right obliques. Back knee goes down, back glute comes on. Fire it up. bell. Bell stays in your left hand. Right leg stays down. Thumbless grip if you can. And begin. Remember, you control the bell. Do not let it pull you down. And our squat. Kettlebell stays in that left side. Swing clean or vertical clean it up. Other hand stays in the rack position. Inhale as we lower down. Exhale. Extend. Legs lock out, glutes come on. Or like I said, if you have a very heavy bell, hold it in a goblet squat position. And overhead press. If you have that super heavy bell, do a push press. Clean it up, here we go. Think about pulling the bell down. Don't just let it fall down. Pushing from that flat. Left arm row. Right leg will come forward. Left leg is back. Left leg tries to remain straight. So fire up that left quad. Squeeze that left glute. Think about abdominals pulling up and in. Extend out the left heel. And just imagine if somebody were to come and try and knock your right arm out from under you, would you still stay supported through the core? And, oh yeah, chest press on your back. And again, heels are digging into the ground. Right shoulder stays down. Saved. And on up, back to the beginning. Three minutes left, ladies. Clean it up. And reverse lunge. Don't just reverse lunge. Think about stepping back, lowering that back knee down. So be conscious of this. Don't just step back and lunge. Step back, lower the back knee down. Take a moment to engage that back glute. Single leg RDL. Left leg down, right hand bell. In 3, 2, 1. And I want energy through that right heel, dorsiflex or toes in the direction of the nose. Inhale as you hinge forward, exhale as you stand. Last one. And overhead press. No, squat. So I missed it. Both hands in the rack position. Inhale as you lower, exhale as you stand. Use that breath. Knees going out. Think about my knees going out to the corners of the room on the way up and the way down. All right. Overhead press. 3 more. And vertical clean or swing clean that up. And again, pull the bell down. You have energy through that left hand or that swing side, the open side. Imagine crushing a water bottle with your left hand. Row your boat. Left leg is forward, right hand bell, right leg is back, left forearm supported. Thumbless grip. So, right glute, right quad. Extend out the right heel, out the crown of the head. Drop left shoulder away from the ear. Maybe a right shoulder also, I don't know. Left heel, almost like it's going to pull back towards the midline of the body, engaging that left hamstring. And last one, chest press. On your back. And knees bent. Heels digging into the ground. Think about that left arm, that left pinky side. Pressing into the ground. We have 10 seconds, folks. Last one. All right, ladies. We are complete.